lengthen the intro thing, the little countdown.
Yeah.
Got to do it.
Yeah.
That's us. Looks like we can play. Bum, bum.
I like that bum at the end.
That's us.
I'm very. That's one of my favorite parts. The bum. So
I think a
upbeat.
good piece of intro music is important. Andy and John on 365 Deep Dive. I'm just jiving every time I hear it. It's like 8-bit type spaces music,
Yeah.
you know, and it's really like uplifting. So
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Those that may be
everyone,
joining us or will join us.
every nun. Oh, there's everyone. There's one right there.
Every nun.
Yeah, every nun.
Uh-huh.
We have nuns that watch our show, don't you know?
Sure. So for those that are watching the recording, which we know there are plenty of people that do, and
Even nuns.
okay.
I don't
I think just to let you know, we are here to go through messages that showed up and sort stuff. That's what we're doing.
Bless you
But-
too, Chris.
But we're
Priscilla.
also here to wait just a few minutes for people to come and join us live. That's kind of what we're doing right now is, what's it called?
Treading water, but offering value and entertainment and treading water. Yeah. No, you know what I like, Daniel, and if I think back over the number of years that we've been doing this,
Yeah.
we've always been friends and had that connection and been able to riff off each other. But it's like, over time, we become more relaxed. We're confident in what we've got to talk about. What's the weather? What's the atmosphere at the moment in the tech world? And there's always something interesting to talk about.
Indeed. Something always interesting to talk about. And I posted something I thought you would like.
Oh yeah.
Personal workspaces in Loop is coming this year. Do you
Yeah.
see that? It's on the roadmap.
Yeah.
It's not what we're going to talk about in the show, obviously, but it's something
No.
that we is
Yeah, well,
interesting.
the Copilot Pages is the first step towards that. It's using a personal workspace.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, should make things a bit easier in that space. What have I posted lately? Well, I did have a bit of fun with. I think can you see the board there? Probably can't from that framing. But there was a talk this week that panel that I helped run with a group of friends on giving feedback about Copilot. And I just had this thought that I went a bit deeper into about how we're spending our time that we get back by using Copilot. And yeah, I think there was some fun way to explain that.
Yeah,
The 90-10 rule. Yeah.
Indeed.
Which I think I would play a bit with that ratio. Do you know what I'm talking about with the 90-10 rule?
I do.
Okay.
I do indeed.
Explain
And, well, no, I watched I think it's better if people just watch the stinking video.
Okay.
I say stinking, I don't mean
The
bad.
stinking video. Ooh.
But I watched it. I started it. I didn't watch the whole thing because I was getting on a. I think it was right when I was getting on a
Plane.
plane, or
Yeah, you said. Yeah.
yeah. It looked like you had just. I think you had just lowered. You had lowered the
Lowered
camera or lowered the easel or whatever.
The
Anyway.
board, yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah, go watch the stinking video and learn more about.
You should put
Alright.
the link to the
We
video in
have-
the chat with.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah,
For-
yeah. We'll
For the
find
new people that are joining us live, thank you for joining us. Say hi in the chat, please. We have a few messages.
Oh yeah, I'll
this
share
week.
that shortly. I'll just grab that link to begin with.
Hmm.
1 moment, please. Yeah, we did. How many have we got? We've got about 10.
About 10. We had 12, and then we're like, nah, we don't even want to discuss it. So, but the value of the show of this right now is we're going to go through these and talk about, is it a thing? Even if it is a thing, should we talk about it on the show? So, I mean, sometimes it's a thing, but it's just not relevant to the audience. So,
not as much of a thing as we think the thing would be. I mean, everything is relevant,
okay.
isn't it? That's a bit much, isn't it? It's a
Yeah,
bit much.
because then nothing is relevant.
Yeah, well, the some of the things that we see in here, though, are clearly straight out marketing,
Sure.
which, for those who don't know, it's the roadmap. The roadmap is run by marketing at Microsoft. Don't know about the Mesa Center, though. No, the Mesa Center is Gale and crew.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. From the top or the bottom?
Oh.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Oh, what did I do? I was actually trying to refresh.
That's not the refresh.
So I do this after I drop things
Mm-hmm.
off, and then go back into show only favorites. So
Yeah.
we've got them.
Awesome.
Right.
From the top or bottom?
From the bottom, now we're here.
All right, do it.
Yep. Actually, I liked how I did this last time because it
Mhm.
helps us focus on just the message.
Oh, we need to focus. Yes.
We do, yeah.
Mhm.
So I know there's plenty of stuff happening in the Copilot space, and there'll be a few other mentions of it. But this message, I think, is worthy of the show because it is talking. It's given us another metric for measuring how people are using it, or if
Mhm.
they're using it, their active usage. Now, whenever Microsoft show the active usage type metric, it is okay. Well, what qualifies as active usage? Is it
Mhm.
one use per day? Does
Yeah.
that mean yes, I have got successful adoption? Sadly, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's not going to say that Daniel's used business chat 20 times today, but I think it's still important to. Why have they got everything in bold?
In bold. Yeah, I was just about to say that. I
It's just like,
think it's just
what?
a formatting thing. I think they just.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything under when this will happen, they just didn't close off the bold in their
Yes.
HTML or whatever. They did.
Updated message, fixed formatting.
For this one, so they're saying that it's not going to affect the numbers too much. Overall, you can expect it to increase the number of active users, quote unquote, less than 2%. So basically, you shouldn't see too much of a change in your active users. I wonder why that is. Is it because...
Maybe because there's not many people using BizChat.
Well, but it's... I think they're putting it in the any app
Right.
category. And so I wonder if it's just that I'm guessing because it obviously it hasn't rolled up to that before, right? But why is it so less? And I'm wondering if that's just because people who use BizChat, which is the whole you chat with Copilot, right? Is it that those people also use Copilot in other apps and therefore like the vast majority, like 98%, and so your number will only go up a little bit because only 2% or less on average
Yeah.
only use BizChat.
Yeah, it's interesting that now that I think about it too, we hear lots of claims at these big launch or events and webinars saying, "Oh, they're all flocking. That's the most highly adopted whatever." But then behind the scenes, of course, BizChat's 2%. I think you're right. It's most people are using Copilot in product, in Teams, in Word, and wherever else, in Outlook, and so it's this sort of stat maybe is not going to necessarily show a lot, but we'll see. Is it worthy of a mention, or have we just mentioned it? We don't need to.
Well, remember, this is not the show So just because we talked
Yes.
about it doesn't mean we necessarily have talked about it on the show.
Shall we maybe it?
Um, maybe. I'm not sure it's that big of a deal. I don't
Chopping
know.
block.
I'm gonna no. I said not a thing. We're gonna make it something
Not a
else,
thing. All right. All right.
right?
All right. I'm okay
Chopping
with
block is what you said.
that.
Chopping
Are you
block.
going to change it to chopping block?
I am.
See if you can find a. Oh, yeah, okay, very good. Chopping. Oh, and red as well. Very nice.
Yes, yes, yes.
Our next
Blood.
one. You drop this on. Oh, what? It's got
Hmm?
code in it. Daniel.
I
What's
know
all, what's
that's
awesome?
that's this is like I don't know that we have many messages that have code in it.
No.
Um,
Well, PowerShell, when they give us something to run this and disable this service if you
Right.
don't want it.
so this one is the from Microsoft packages. So being able to hide those, applying fonts and site templates, and updating package availability. Interesting.
So you have to do that with PowerShell?
Yes.
Create the packages?
This is so what it was showing there in the PowerShell. As part, no, that sample is for site templates to allow font packages to be part of site templates. But I don't see more details on how we're going to be able to hide those. This to be able to hide the from Microsoft package font packages, so that basically what it's saying is you roll out a font package for your organization, right? You have your look and feel that you want to hide the ones from Microsoft. Now they're going to give you that capability, but how do you? I don't see how to do it.
So that is the core of this message?
Yeah.
Allowing you to hide Microsoft's
That's
default
one of them.
fonts?
Yeah. So they're updating the font management. So you'll be able to hide the from Microsoft font packages. You're going to be able to apply fonts inside site templates that you have for your organization. And then it's talking about updated package availability. So there's three things. I don't see what I don't like about the message is I don't see like how to do this. Like details.
Yeah. And this is just going to be the standard how to connect to SharePoint PowerShell.
Exactly.
So this is missing a lot of stuff. I mean, it's talking about a service that is going to make an impact, especially to organizations that are wanting to make use of their own custom fonts and font families, but the message is weak.
Yes,
So,
I agree with that.
You know, like you vetoed the last one, maybe I think yes, I will use my veto here.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll take care of that. Moving right along.
Very good. New Outlook for Windows, and at that point, some people completely switch off.
I did
Is
see
that
some people
such-
complaining this week about New Outlook, but come on.
What
people.
about?
Let's go.
What complain about? What about New Outlook?
Yeah. I think the one I
They
was
must
the
have
thread.
been using it to complain about it.
Yeah, well, the thread I was watching was from a little bit of some curmudgeons. Is that right?
Oh yes.
But like, oh, I don't like the way it
Curmudgeons.
looks and blah blah blah. Sure, totally get it.
All right.
Okay.
Add Microsoft accounts with non-Microsoft email addresses. So this is just a convergence of. It's still Microsoft accounts, but you can use a non-Microsoft account to sign up for a Microsoft account. I've done that.
So
And
you're
that
talking
means that
about
you
like
can-
an email address that's not an Outlook.com or Hotmail.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah, like it could be daniel@danielglenn.com, and you've signed up to use
Let me go get that domain
address
real quick.
quick. Okay. Which is strange though, like if you aren't using it for M365. Anyway, that address you're able to add in to use with New Outlook.
Mm-hmm.
It is quite a small. Well, it's a significant update for those who are using Hotmail and you know, third-party addresses, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Outlook.com, something.gmail. Yeah, well, you need a subscription for it. If you have a subscription for the Microsoft account. Oh, does it require a subscription now to add your own domain? Like use the Microsoft
it did
Hotmail type service. Yeah.
It you used to, if you wanted a custom domain for your like Outlook.com, right, to be able to use that, but use a custom domain, it did require a subscription. But this is saying is useful if that personal Microsoft is linked to Microsoft subscriptions. So this is saying, okay, you have a subscription to Copilot Pro, which is a personal subscription, right? It's on the personal side. So you have a subscription to Copilot Pro, but you're using your gmail.com domain for that, but it is a Microsoft account. You've signed up using that Gmail. Then now, of course, you'll be able to add that into Outlook. It's not saying you have to have those subscriptions. It's just saying this could be useful if you do have subscriptions using those other kind of email addresses.
Okay. Gets a bit messy though, doesn't it? If you are using, let's say, daryl@gmail.com as your email, but you've also used it to sign up for a Microsoft account, and now you're adding it into Outlook.com when you're not using it for email.
Yeah, but you can. So, you know, when you sign up or when you add an account in Outlook, it goes out and looks at your MX records. So if it's a Gmail, then it goes, oh, well, we can do that. I mean,
we can let you download and use your Gmail in our Outlook.com webpage.
Yeah.
Then why have I signed up for Gmail again? Oh, okay. We've already done this one to death.
To death.
Yeah. Look, we've got 10 messages. We've already culled 2. Do we put this one on the medium?
We can make it a quick
on the possibles.
We can make it maybe we say quick on this one.
Yeah. Okie doke.
Alrighty.
What is this one here? SharePoint lists and library rules will send from the no-reply@sharepointonline.com email address. Yeah. I thought we were trying to steer towards using our own domains for this and not no-reply@microsoftaddress.com.
It seems now that you say that, it seems like there is a bouncing
regression.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a regression, but like a about face, you know. But this one is but I think there was. Yeah, but this is you made a change in list or library and you set up a rule, right? This is SharePoint rule. Then it would send the notification as you, the person who made the change to the document or to the list item. And now this one, now they're saying, no, we're going to send it from SharePointOnline.com.
No reply.
Right.
Whereas the other one suggests that you can reply.
But you could, I I don't know if you could.
Like if it's been sent from your address. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the whole drive for it. You know, people are getting emails to say, about that thing you just changed. What change?
Yep.
I didn't want to have a conversation about it. I just wanted to change it.
Right.
Yeah. Is it worthy of a quick mention, or is it? I mean, it's an email.
It's
domain.
it's a pretty. I mean, it's a user change. You know, I think we put it on the chopping block and come back to it. If I think it's a quick mention, if anything, if we do it, right?
Sure.
That's what I think.
Then there was this little thing that got announced in London by someone.
Yes. Well, what was really interesting about this, and I don't need to, we don't need to go down the rabbit hole, but is before the announcement happened, which was at one of Microsoft's AI little, thingies.
Summits.
Yeah, it's like Roadshow right now.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
There was a tweet or a post on X from the Salesforce CEO, and he basically it was like a thread of Microsoft does, and their Copilot is awful, and he had some valid points like saying it doesn't even use metadata. Like, yep, they'll fix that, I'm sure, but things like metadata and security, and which security is not a Microsoft problem per se. It's more like people just haven't been paying attention to it over the years. But it was like, why is it coming out so hard on this? And I think it was Chris Johnson maybe is the one that first replied to it. And I was like, yeah, this seems weird. And then the next day, obviously they got a heads up that something was going to happen. The next day, they announced this thing that's basically targeting the automation that Salesforce is doing.
Well, yeah, Salesforce have shaping themselves now to be Agentforce. So a lot of their AI is agent-driven and trying to solve those automation / boring problems of dealing with leads and stuff, and that's what they're directly aiming at. Yeah. Well, with that discussion, so yeah, this I know is definitely more of a marketing thing, but there is a little bit here and there about how to prepare for it. They haven't even linked these.
I know.
Things within the message.
This cleanup needs to happen this week on messages.
Yeah. Copilot agents.
Yes.
We could talk about it, but I think it would be a quick mention. But it is its own topic. I think we would quite easily delve into.
Delve?
Yeah, I know. Not delve then. Delve's retired.
Hmm.
Dive deep.
There you go. Okay. We'll mark it as a quick mention for the show. Unless anyone has an objection, in chat, let us know. But we'll mark that as a quick mention. I think it's pretty important.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Next one is
Copilot inference and evaluation.
Yes.
These are the sorts of messages that you can't just read and at a glance understand, because like a title like that is written by someone in marketing, and then the summary is meh policy,
Yep. So what is this inferences and evaluations?
Okay. Copilot inference and evaluation is set by an IT admin for a specific group. the group will not be able to get Copilot responses to sentiment and related prompts. Copilot is blocked from answering inference and evaluation prompts. Oh, I'm in a meeting,
right.
and
yes.
and it's a a board, not board meeting, but something with a bunch of really important people, and maybe you ask for evaluation of how is this person speaking. Oh, they're boring as hell, you know. Okay, let's add that to the Copilot notes for the meeting. Thank you.
I like this screenshot. It shows it can't make a evaluation of how somebody is feeling about the meeting.
How
interesting.
Feeling about the meeting. Yeah. Well, yeah,
about
like I can't
someone's
tell,
work performance. Really? Like, how is this person doing in their job? Well, Dave.
Yeah.
Interesting.
How active was Serena in that meeting? Was she earning her salary?
Right.
How many times did Jono roll his eyes?
Oh, come on now. Let's not put that out there. I don't want anybody doing that.
No. But those are inferences.
Yeah.
And so this is just about blocking it.
Yep. Exactly. That's what it is. So I'm going to put it on chopping block for us, I think. Are you okay with that? I think it's quick if it's anything, but maybe we'll come back to it real quick.
I think it's one of those clickbaity titles where I was hoping that it would give us more ability around inferences and evaluations, but it's actually more about switching it off. Okay. Well, this message, was released on the 21st, and then updated a couple of days later. So forgive us, but this actually is your first viewing of this.
Yes.
Teams users can take control during screen sharing on the web.
On the web.
I know it's like a smallish thing, but being able to invite people to join you without having to install Teams and just get on with a support session.
Yep. I agree. And any of these that kind of bring that functionality from desktop to web, that it's kind of this stuff, where it's action related. I mean, there's some things that were like initially where, you have to use desktop for that. It's like, okay, whatever. This though, if you're using it to have people co-present and you're presenting and now it's like, okay, now it's your turn, you take over. I think the worst part of Teams meetings is when you're doing a co-presentation and you have to do the flipping. Okay, I'll stop sharing and then you can share and then I don't know. That it just sometimes it takes
transition
a while.
time.
Yeah,
there's friction.
Yeah,
exactly. This is a quick mention.
Okay. Oh, BKB.
Profile cards. Name pronunciation on the profile cards. Coming to Outlook and Teams. So names, definitely are a crucial part to a person's identity. So,
can I just say something? And this may be bad, and we may need to edit this out.
How do you do that? It's live, man.
We'll edit it out. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
But a lot of times, not always, but it's if you have a heavy accent, which that's fine. Like, it's not something it's where you're raised, right? Who raised you and what country you're from, whatever, what language you speak. Cool. But, the whole pronunciation, you're recording how you say, and if it's someone who doesn't speak your language and they're like, how do you pronounce that? And you're like,
Scottish.
And then you pronounce it because it's your speaking and you have a heavy accent.
Yeah, that
would be interesting. It's like, wait,
slow it down with me. Roll your R heavily as if you were from Gloucester.
Or maybe, this may be this may date me, but do you remember? I know you do. How you could make a collect call and not pay for it. So you pick up the telephone, payphone, and you do a collect call to your parents, and your name would be, "Hi, Mom, I'm coming home. I'll be there in 15 minutes." And so it would call them, and it would be like,
No.
"Do you accept the collect call from, 'Hi, Mom, I'm coming home. I'll be there in 15 minutes'?" And they would say, "No, but you're delivering a message." Maybe you could do that recording the way you pronounce your name.
Why
Roll
though?
your,
I mean, unless
roll
you're
your
getting, like-
R's and whatever. And
Cat Larson, but roll your R's.
oh, that's S's.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
Like, I think
that's what
this
it brought
is-
to mind. That'd be fun.
This is useful to cover. It's actually a bit of fun, really.
Yeah.
Because,
We'll do that.
I like this feature.
Yep. Me too. Me dos.
Yes. Okay. It's on. Like Donkey Kong.
Oh, okay.
Why not?
Viva engage. Community setting.
Yes. So it is for community resources and files tab. Oh, I remember seeing this talked about in socials. It's the ability to hide it. So if you just wanted to use the community for conversation, but you don't want to have the other stuff behind it, you can
Which,
hide it.
so is it hiding it? I guess it's just hiding it. Is it actually going to delete the SharePoint site for the files
Well, that would
tab?
be weird because where would files go if you were uploading and attaching
Right.
pictures?
I agree with you. I don't know. I'm guessing it's just hiding it, right?
Yeah, hide and unhide. The community resources module and the files tab.
Click on that second screenshot or the
Second screenshot.
the second
Yep.
one.
Mhm.
Scroll all the way. Zoom in. Like you can't let the people that are watching see this. This is amazing.
What?
Via what?
This is it?
The very, very, very bottom. Dun dun dun. Come on, little P, give me a break. Anyway, so that's hiding it. Okay, that's cool. Is it a quick mention or is it a make it everything
Quick.
mention?
It's quick.
Okay,
I mean, the spelling mistake is not quick.
right.
Be like spelling engage with a lower E.
Ugh.
You know, and it kind of flows on from what we were just talking about. You mispronounced my name. You
Yeah.
misspelled my product.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sheesh. Maybe my name pronunciation would be Glenn and use a capital P in SharePoint.
Yeah. You could like just have like 5-second tips for the day.
Mm-hmm.
How often would this feature be used though?
Mm,
Just
That's it.
Open that one.
that's it.
The approvals. Oh no, that's right. Yeah, that
did
is
that
it.
last week.
That is it.
That's
How did
that's
that
one of
work
those
out?
messages they updated but did not put updated on it.
Yeah.
There was a couple of those this
Yeah,
week,
that's
and it's
right.
very frustrating.
It is. Okay, so we have a few.
Yes.
We have. Come on.
I'm going to go ahead and
Systems,
remove the
things.
updates to font management. We marked that as a not a thing.
Yep.
Microsoft SharePoint updates. And right now we have 4 quicks, a standard, and 3 chopping blocks. That's just what I did. You may want to change how these are categorized. And those that are watching live, throw it in the chat if you would like for us to change the way we're categorizing these.
Yeah, or if you have a message of your own that you want us to say, then hit the donate button and
Hit the donate
we'll read out
button
your message.
and we'll read it live right here.
Yep.
And
Right
if
here.
and
No, we'll
if
do it
it's
on the show.
no, I was about to say, if it's a big enough donation, frankly, yes, we will
Oh.
read it out top of the show. You could be the show sponsor.
Yep.
Really, if you wanted to.
That'd be quite some donation.
Well, we'll see.
Okay, glancing through here, chopping blocks. I think the reply address for SharePoint Online is just, it's right up there with, I think, Casper's suggestion of, where is it? Microsoft Outlook, learn how to use Task Manager. How granular and how low are you going to go to work on messages?
Okay.
So let's drop that.
Okay.
Drop. Inference
Alrighty.
and evaluation.
I think that this one, honestly, I would say we would drop. If I was choosing between the two chopping block ones, I would drop the first one, not that one, because the inference and evaluation I think will be interesting if organizations actually turn that off and users start getting that. Wouldn't it be nice if they knew what in the world that meant? It talks about, I mean, it says by policy, and you're like, what policy?
Yeah. Yeah, policy, so it needs to link off to a page that says, none of your business.
It would be nice to have a link there. Learn more, and you click it, and it takes you. You could define a site, a page on your learning site in your organization that says we have disabled this because of this and this and this. That would be.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to put a suggestion in the suggestion box for that message.
We could.
Mm-hmm.
We could. We know that every product group watches our show for suggestions, so that's my inference anyway. All right, we're assigning stuff. You want to do the pronunciation one?
Mm-hmm. What, you don't like it?
It's sure, yeah.
I just assigned mine. You can change. It's a suggestion.
Outlook for Windows accounts. It does really get scrappy before Ignite.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be stuff that appears in the message center that, as they lead up to their big releases.
Yeah, we have though 1, 2, 3 weeks before Ignite.
Yeah.
So it's almost a month. I mean, I think we'll start seeing things kind of taper off before Ignite. And then the show after Ignite, we're going to need to...
Like when there's 30 messages.
Yep.
Yeah. Which
Yeah, I think-
sometimes we've managed to pull off. Everything was a quick mention.
Yeah. I think we, I think the live show then will be interesting. I think we probably need to, really advertise that one. So that would probably be the 22nd of November. Let me see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because that's when Ignite is, right? And so the 22nd of November is probably when we need to be attend this, because we're really going to need your help.
Yeah.
Like, really.
Yes.
Anyway.
Okay.
Cool.
That's it for the week.
Indeed.
Thanks for joining, Casper and Neil
Others.
and Christopher and others.
Yeah.
Those quietly in the hall.
Yeah. Thank you
But
for
yeah,
joining.
that's what we'll cover, and keep an eye out for that episode as it drops on Monday US time, Tuesday Australasian time.
I like Christopher's comment there, though. Ignite is warm-up for the 365 episode of 365 Message Center. Remember, we got to talk about that. We have 10 more episodes until we get to the 365 episode.
The 365th episode. Yes.
We need to get some... We need to figure out who we're going to have on. We should have some guests.
Okay. Let's make something of it.
Yeah.
Let's plan ahead.
Yeah.
And there's probably going to be nothing to talk about that week.
Right.
It'll be like, no, nothing kind of,
Look at this. There's a whole bunch of
Ta-da.
nothing.
yeah,
No, I think
everything's a
it'll be
quick mention.
people will be coming back from break, because I don't think we'll do that one before the winter,
This side
well,
of
summer break
Christmas.
for you. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
10
8,
weeks.
9. Yeah, it'll be 2025 when we do that. Maybe even our first or second episode of 2025. So
There is a request to get Jeff
the Teeper.
to see if we could. Yeah. Has he ever been on our show? He hasn't. That would be interesting to talk with him about things that have been announced in the message center from his people in his purview, group in his purview.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might be able to share a few things behind the scenes about how that works.
Maybe we can make
Yeah.
that happen. If you were to donate, Casper, we probably would work harder at making that happen. Sorry.
Oh man.
Sorry to call you out, Casper. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody donated big, so we don't have a sponsor for this episode. But be thinking about it, saving. Ask your parents for some money. Your neighbors, save up so that
Yeah.
you can donate next time and be the sponsor for the show.
Yeah. That'll work.
Yep.
Okay.
Anywho's,
We're done?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. See you again next week, people.
See ya. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Don't forget to click the other thing.
Well, the other thing...
Wasn't there another thing?
Yeah, that's
Click.
right. Now I want to see if it does it again. So I'm just going to just lightly wave here. And we're supposedly
Lightly
off
wave.
now. Yeah, this
We
is
are not
lightly
off.
See, it says we're still live, even
We
though
are
I've
still
said
live.
stop in Riverside. Shame on you, Riverside. In stream now from YouTube. We've got